Hey, welcome back, team. In this video, I want to show you how to set up a really simple layout using Webull on how to set it up for options trading. So I like to scalp options myself. I want to get more into trend trading these options for the whole day. I want to leave that lotto for that bigger move. I do love to get in and out green quick, though. I won't lie, but this layout here is good for all different options trading, whether you're long, short, whether you want to go swing trading, whether you want to day trade, scalp options. This layout's going to set you up perfectly for that. So the way I go about it is in the top left, I have my calls. In the bottom, I have my puts. So really simple, calls up here, puts down here. And I can see that because it says here, puts highlighted there, and we have calls are highlighted there. So, and it's funny, my wife asked me one day, she's like, how do you know which is which? And that's how I know. It's right there, calls, puts, and that's the difference. Now, we also have the strikes, and I don't want you to get all confused by this jargon and all this crazy. I don't really care personally about delta, theta, beta, veta, whatever you want to call them, all the Greeks. They don't really factor in with the style trading that I do. For me, I'm more of a scalper and more of a day trader, so they don't really factor in as they're not going to have that time decay because I'm not going to hold these stocks overnight. What you can see here is at the middle we have the buy buttons and sell buttons, and it's just really simple: one button to buy and one button to sell. But I can adjust my order with this here. If I check this box, I can change its 10 contracts. I can set that to 15, 20. There's a little arrow that I can just turn up, down, and it really makes it easy. So below that, we have the order confirmation. So I can click that on and off. So if you're new to options trading, I recommend having that on because it's going to let you know, it's going to give you a little pop-up and say, hey, are you sure you want to take that trade? And that's where you can really make that final judgment and say, yes, I'm sure this is the setup that I love and I want to take this trade, right? So if you don't need that, just check that box off, and there you're not going to have the order confirmation anymore. Cancel all current stocks, which is going to be for options, and then cancel all single options, which are going to be all options in general. And we have this close button in case we're in the position we want to close it. Then we have orders and we have positions. So it's going to let us know if we have any orders out, and if we do, we want to make sure that we're aware of that. And if we don't want that order still, we can cancel with one of these cancel buttons. Or if we have any position. So if we're already in a position, it may say that we have a position open and maybe we're not sure about that, and we can double check what's that position open, cancel it, close it, do whatever we got to do. Down below, it's the same exact thing, but it's set up to this. So each one of these are linked to the other. So I have one is linked to the top and one's linked to the bottom. And of course, calls being at the top is linked to the calls or the call buttons at top, and the puts at the bottom are linked to the bottom puts. So this one down here is linked to here. This one's linked to here, right? Makes sense. Up top right, we've got our profit and loss. We've got our positions. We've got our open positions. We've got our day P&L. So all of our information, we can have it up here. There's a few different tabs. I've got positions. You've got orders. You've got order entry. You've got orders. So you can add different tabs into that. Down below, we have the chart, and this is a options chart, and that's why it shows that the SPY right now, yes, it's on SPY, is only 72 cents, and that's because that's the options contract that I was clicked on at the time. So whenever I click on any one of these strikes over here, it's going to change that chart on the right-hand side. So very important. So guys, let's hop on over to a new tab. I'm going to go to a blank layout, and let's see how I set this up. So this is how I execute it. Buy, sell, change the order. So if I'm already in the order, it says, okay, I have 10 contracts and I want to sell 5. Well, I can adjust this down to 5, hit sell market, and I'm out 5 contracts, right? So let's go over to the layout now and how I set this up. All right, now we're in a blank layout and I have to add different widgets to kind of develop my layout here. So at the top, if you don't know how to do that, just go over to this plus button and hit new layout, and you can go ahead and do that. I'm just going to exit that one. Now we're going to go to add widgets. And again, if you don't know how to do that, go up to the top here. Add widgets is that top right one, or you can just click the little plus in the middle. So first thing I want to do is I want to add the options chain. So just hit options there, and that's going to be under the quote details here. So we have the options chain here, and you can float it around, move it wherever. I'm going to keep it in the top left. I'm going to add another options chain as well and put this at the bottom. And again, you can resize these however you'd like. You can have them floating, you can have them in this detail pane, or however you like, whatever you think is best. So that's my options chain. Now down below or up top, first I want to make sure that this is designated to calls. So I'm going to click calls. This one I want to make sure it's designated to puts, and I'm going to click puts. Now I know these are my puts, and up top these are my calls, right? Next to that, I want to have the active trader. So I'm going to go to trade. I'm going to go to active trade right there. So active trade, I'm going to add 2 of those. because we know we want 2 of these, right? So I'm going to add one to the bottom and one to the top. And you can resize these however you prefer. Just gonna increase the size a little bit here. And mine already have the buttons on them. This one has, for some reason, sell 99 market and 100% market. I don't know. So you can come into the buttons and change that around. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. All right, now we want to add our positions tab. So same thing in the widgets, add positions. That's gonna be in the top right, as we can see. You can actually add multiple windows into that window. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute as well. Down below, we're going to add our chart. Now we just have to hop over to quote at the top of the details here and hit chart, and that will be added to the bottom right. So let's bring that down there, size it up right. And that's really it for widgets. And now you can add what you want into this window. You just click this little cog here or whatever that is. Go down to add widget or orders. Maybe you want to review your orders throughout the day, so you can do that with this tab. You can add other widgets in here as well, so kind of manipulate that, but I like to have the positions open when I have this layout. So that is it. That's the whole layout. We've got our calls, we have our puts, we have our buy and sell buttons, we have our options, positions and orders, and we have our chart in the bottom right. So now I'll show you how to set up these buttons correctly, because right now they're just out of whack. All right, let's quickly change our buttons. So let's just click this cog, go to active trade settings. I'm going to go in here. As you can see, it's set to stocks right now. We need to set that to options. So I'm going to uncheck all these boxes here, minimize this category, and just look under these options. So place orders for options, very important. Go down to, again, I'm going to do buy the ask and sell the market. So that's all I want. So it's really simple. Right now, I'm just going to keep it as one contract. So let's hit done. Now we have buy one ask, which is a contract for options, and we have sell the market, which is the same thing, sell one. I can adjust that just by hitting that. You can see it adjust to 10. If I want to up it to 20, 30, 40, 50 contracts, whatever I want, I can quickly adjust that on the fly. And then when I'm in the trade, which is more specific to me, say I'm in for like, say 20 contracts, I can sell 5 to 10 of those contracts and scale out as I'm in the profit to protect that profit, right? So that's an easy way to do that. I click that, hit sell market. So now I just want to link these as well. So if I click this, I'm going to link this as 2. I'm going to link this one as 2 as well. And this is very important. So now any one of these that I click on this side that you can't really see too well, but this side, if I click on it now, you can see it actively pulls it up over here as well. So if I click the chart to 2 as well, it'll be the same thing. So any one of these I click on, it will then pull it up on the chart and on this active trader. So if I want to just buy one contract, right, I just click whatever one I want. Okay, $1.05. So I'll click that one for the strike, hit buy the ask, and sure enough, it should place it on the chart. And as you can see, it did. So now on that chart, if I want to exit out that order, if I want to cancel that order, I can either hit the X or I can hit cancel all current positions, and you can see the order's out. So it's there's an order to be filled. So I'm just going to hit the X, cancel that order out, and we're good to go. So same thing up top, go into it, go to active trade settings, click off the check boxes for stocks. We want options, hit buy the ask, and sell the market. That's what I have set to mine. Hit done, and that's all we need. So I can adjust however many contracts I want from there. And that's it, guys. Really simple. So we have our calls up here top left. And again, I want to make sure I link that. Don't forget to link. So this is going to be 1 up top. This is going to be 2 down here. So if I click any one of these, it's going to be with this. Now, very important as well, your positions. If you want to be able to manage your position, make sure you link that with one of these active traders as well. So I'm going to go ahead and link this one to link 1. And that means, very importantly, that positions tab is now going to be linked with this in the middle at the top, the buy and sell button. So if I want to scale out of my position, I just click on the position here and hit sell the market. I can adjust however many contracts I want. So that's it, guys. Really simple layout through Webull here. This is an options layout. You can buy and sell options with this layout. You can swing trade options as well with this layout, but I really use it for day trading, scalping, and trend trading. So that's it for me, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thumbs up if you learned anything today, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.